In the time since we last saw the crew, I think it's fair to say things have been a little tense on board.
Mhm.
Ram and Helena are working together to make sure Daxton and Johan are never in the same room together. Do either of you tell either of us about the conversation that happened? What do you tell us about what happened?
I don't really have a reason to lie.
Yeah, same. I was gonna say, I feel like Daxton's pretty straightforward about what happened.
I will relay it, however, Rashomon style. We will each relay it a little bit differently.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'll be like, yeah, I could have sworn I heard them talking to the, like it'll be a whole thing. But yeah, no, I do basically explain it from my point of view.
Same.
Yeah, and I think Helena and Ram are just like in the background trying to figure out what really happened.
Yeah.
And it's just, I feel like the training mission's something that Ram suggests.
Yes, because first of all, Ram doesn't ask you both what happened. I know the story comes out, but she's just like, "Are you okay?" Like she just wants to know that you're both okay. Obviously not, because Johan's hand is still in a cast, like one of those sci-fi gel casts.
Yeah, they'll be able to regain most use of their hand, but it is going to need more extensive healing to get back to full functionality. But the cast should come off soon. You can wiggle your fingers.
But yeah, once both sides of the story come out, probably to the captain, and Ram learns about it, she's like, "Oh no, that makes sense. No, yes, no. Unfortunate. It's stressful times." After just this simmering, Ram kind of waits, hoping you two will just figure it out, work it out, and then you steadily do not work it out, and it stays tense and awful. And she's just kind of sick of it because we don't have time for this. We don't have time.
Things are escalating too quickly outside. Things are moving too quickly. Enemies gaining a lot of ground. The crime families are starting to move closer and closer, and they're working really well together, and Helena hates that. She hates that.
And I think we have, as careful as we're trying to be, there's just these tensions ramping up, like in every system. Like even the systems that don't know exactly what's going on are upping their security in response to other ones who are upping their security. There's been so many strange raids and strange events and planets going dark and like ships disappearing, like weird stuff happening, that it has been more difficult to keep doing our mission and keep moving forward. And it's stressing Ram out that you two can't get over whatever this is. And so she does suggest the training mission, and the captain decides where it takes place.
I have to go with the aging hollow room in the suite with a snarky AI. I have to have the snarky AI.
Very good.
You bring up that we need to do a training mission. Helena's like, I might have an idea that would be low stakes, but might get everyone in a different headspace. Also, I don't know if I want either of them having guns.
Oh no, absolutely not.
The glaring has gotten significantly worse today.
I do remember seeing training modules discs somewhere in the ship files.
We do have a room that I haven't really used because apparently the original owners of this ship stopped using it due to something about personality issues. I don't know. But we need to do something.
Yes, we need to do something. And do it soon.
We're having this conversation in the hallway, standing outside of Johan is like in one room, Daxton's in another room, like on different parts of the ship, but we're like in the same hallway.
Two glaring at each other every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so one evening, the captain and Ram have to get this thing up and running without Johan and Daxton's help.
As we're preparing, how has everyone changed? This is probably about a week after the fight. So, Johan, you're probably starting to get your cast off, but
Yeah.
you're gonna need some PT.
That's true. There's not really time to do that, so I have my cast and I'm kind of set up, but I've mostly been learning to use a stylus with my other hand. because my dominant hand was smushed.
I think Daxton has not been particularly upset about the enforced distance with Johan. I think just both in a I don't necessarily trust you, but also in a what the heck did I do kind of way. I think Daxton's been very conflicted about things in general. So I think there's just been a lot of alone time, like them trying to figure out what they're feeling, what they're doing, how that's going to affect what their goals are. So probably a lot of time just not interacting with folks at large, like has kind of retreated quite a bit.
Yeah, Helena has certainly been checking in on Daxton and giving them a chance if they need to talk, but I think even though, yeah, she knows Daxton the best, she doesn't know how to help them handle whatever is going on.
Yeah, that's fair.
Ram also has not known how to help and has just been present in your area, like sitting around cleaning armor or like checking equipment files, like checking our supplies, just kind of being in your area, not talking to you, being present, but also keeping an eye on you a little bit. So I think once we dust off the holodeck, the captain would call you in.
Individually or together? Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Individually to come and talk as a group. I don't know if either of you realize that the other one is going to be there until we are standing and awkwardly in front of the holodeck door, and I'm fully picturing this is like a Star Trek holodeck.
Very good, very good.
It's a classic holodeck.
Heck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
It was full of boxes. It was full of like crates, ammo. We weren't using it for.
Yeah,
So
we
good.
really never used this when we had it in the first place.
Yeah, there's some interesting quirks in the personality, as you will learn once we get it online. We had to turn it on to test and make sure everything was going to function properly. Also, we didn't tell you because I felt like you would not have come, which is also why the hall doors are locked.
Oh,
So there's no getting out of this.
mandatory fun. Lovely.
We need to work through some things. And remember what it is to work together, because pretty soon we're going to have to rely on each other.
Also, the enemy is changing, adapting, evolving. We need to be prepared for any situation.
Also, there's a small part of me that's curious as to just how snarky this AI gets.
Sure.
Daxton is pretty quiet and just kind of like says, "If that's what you think is best, then, Captain."
I think it'll be a good use of time looking at Ram for confirmation.
And Ram just nods, like one sharp nod. And then probably didn't need to do this, but she does, like, with her huge fist, like, slam the button by the door to start the simulations to wake up the holodeck.
The simulation is set up to like some sort of like underground sewer tunnel system, something.
Okay.
The closest thing we could find to fit with what we went into last time when we went against the enemy. But it's not going to be exactly the same, but it has the same vibe. We begin with the crew member who has the most to prove.
I feel like that's probably either me or Johan, given the situation.
Proving you're not traitors.
I don't know.
You're not both traitors.
I guess. Proving that we're capable.
And then you're ready to put things aside, put
Yeah.
it in a box, and do what we have to do.
Right.
With Daxton being more like harshly logical, I feel like it would lean more Johan, but also I feel like Daxton's also there's a small part of Daxton that's what if Johan's right? I'll let it up to you.
I'll be holodeck AI. I'm happy to do that.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
Do
Do
Lovely.
it.
It's like an industrial enclosed space, either on a ship or in a building or a warehouse, because that's where we keep running into these things. And they're not gonna be close to what they actually look like, so they're probably kind of silly looking, the actual things we're fighting. They're kind of polygonal.
We had to work with what was already programmed in, so we did our best.
Yes.
Sure.
To get the right feel. But it will very much feel like we're playing in a video
It
game.
is gonna be a little archid rail
It's a little
shooter.
danger room situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just boot up Doom.
It's just
We can run it on our shoes if we're lucky.
I know, I was just gonna say, yeah.
Do you know you can run Doom on a obsolete holodeck?
Did you know you can apparently knit or crochet Doom?
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah.
Because the original.
Moving on, though.
Yeah, anyways.
Whoever has the most to prove, pick a challenge.
Ooh.
Choose another crew member who takes on this challenge with you and ask them the included question, and then we'll just kind of like go around the quote-unquote circle.
I think I'm the weakest fighter, so I would want to go first because I think I want to get a little bit more capable, and I want to use the training to do so.
You also are using your non-dominant hand.
Yeah, so I've got a lot to prove. I think I'm going to ask Ram to spar, and I'm going to go way harder than intended.
Amazing.
Okay.
Nice callback.
So I'm going to call you forward. Well, I know we're supposed to fight some of these things, but I could use a warm-up, per se?
Ah, of course. And Ram looks a little proud of you because you have been doing so much better in your sparring. She's like, choose weapon.
Right. I need something that can kind of... What's the word I'm looking for? Compensate for my hand. So... And I take out what is essentially kind of like gauntleted laser pistol or something along those lines, where like I can use it like a little bit of like a shield type thing, but I can also use it to like directly fire shots.
And as the two of you are doing this, I think Helena switches the simulation a little bit, so it's more like one of the open spaces we would find where there's also like cover. So it'd be like the two of you having a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You change the settings a little bit, and folks are kind of like getting ready, and the AI just goes, "Combat program initiated. Try not to get knocked out in the first 10 seconds this time."
Oddly specific of you. Sure. And I just kind of take everything I've been feeling for the last like couple of weeks and I just charge.
Helena and Daxton are just like blocking two hallways, taking pot shots at any of the simulated figures coming towards you. We're just providing cover.
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yes.
So your questions are, do you keep up with me and disarm me, or do you take the worst of it and make me feel guilty?
Ram takes the worst of it, and
No.
because she feels like you're trying to get something out of your system, she feels like she's helping you.
Yeah.
And also these simulated pistol shot, they don't feel like anything to her. It's nothing. It's like a pea shooter. She's not going easy on you, but she's not going as hard on you as she could. She is letting you work some things out.
Okay. So yeah, there's a whole lot of screaming, there's a whole lot of shots. My aim starts off terrible and slowly becomes more and more like effective over time to the point where I can decently handle it. And I'm swinging the gauntlet part of it a whole lot. And each time I hit, it's like, oh, you know, you could adjust this for a different form type thing. So I'm getting instruction. The anger just starts to dissipate into this disappointment. Like, this isn't getting... I'm just feeling guilty now. Like, I can't change anything about the situation. So eventually I just kind of wear myself down and I sit down and I just kind of look up and go, yeah, in a normal fight you would have dodged all of those, wouldn't you?
Yeah, most of them. You have wide arc of arm because you are not. That's not your dominant hand. And I like gently pat your non-dominant shoulder.
Right.
But look how good you do! And I gestured all my like hologram bullet wounds that I'm just riddled with. Look at that.
Yeah.
It's like a mixture of laser tag and paintball. Almost.
Gesture to all the things, and the AI goes, "When the simulation attacks, maybe don't welcome it with open arms."
Oh my god. I look up and shake my gauntleted fist. I mean, I guess my accuracy somewhere in the 80%. That's okay. Yeah. Thanks, Ram. It wasn't you that brought that out of me. I think I've just been holding on to a lot.
You repressing emotions. Really?
Well, Captain, sometimes things that upset me happen and I don't know what to do about it.
It's called talking and using your words.
That is what got me in trouble in the first place.
To be fair, that is what we tried, and it didn't go well.
I think it went well until you shattered my hand. But other than that, fantastic work.
Again, Ram is so strong. I like pull you up by your good arm. Like you don't weigh
Ah.
anything. And I just put you on your feet. And I'm like, okay. We all maybe have a lot of emotions we are not experiencing well. Okay. Except for me.
Me, I'm normal. I'm fine.
That was good round.
Helena just turns to give you a look and then almost gets shot by one of the people from the hallway and just bam, bam. So I guess, for going on down the line, Ram, you go next.
All right, I do a round with Johan. I was thinking I'm definitely going to pick Daxton now. It's Daxton's turn for a warm-up. I kind of like the something about this feels like old times, and do we start talking happily, or does it open up old wounds for you, and why? But it's kind of the same thing. Ram's just like, all right, Daxton, your turn. Warm up, choose weapon.
Daxton will opt for a medium-sized firearm. Something very standard, very simple in that way. Very methodically kind of check in and get ready. Say, very well. Shall we start?
Room clear wounds from last round.
Yeah, I feel like you see them fade almost, just phasing out. If you absorb any more blows this time, I will start counting you as armor.
Good, but keep score. I think we just run it again. It's the same thing where there's Ram as being enemy. It's the same simulation, and then there's other ones coming out of the hallways that Johan and Captain have to keep off of us while Daxton fights Ram.
I think Daxton ends up hitting you in places that you would not consider normal. Instead of going for center body mass or anything like that, is hitting strangely specific places.
Yeah.
Like your throat or
My ear.
the side of your leg. Right, exactly. And it is just being really random about it. Is not doing anything as expected at this point. And in terms of being old times, the idea of trying an unconventional technique on something to see what works and what doesn't when we're not sure how this enemy is going to keep evolving. And I think we might have, for once, Daxton's good with happily talking about the past right now with Ram about maybe another time where they had to try something unconventional out of the box to make something work.
This is... your high shots, I'm ducking. This is just like time that the shipping robots were taken over with their very tall heads from that one company. I don't know why they gave them such tall heads.
Something to do with the branding, I think.
Regardless, we had to adjust all of our aiming on this drop of a hat, and I'm trying to figure out if there are ways that we can hit the enemy in a way that would maybe debilitate them in a way we weren't expecting. We have to be adaptable, otherwise we're going to lose.
Yes, that is true. And I do the good classic leg sweep to try to trip you.
Good. I think Daxton is a little too laser focused on this right now. Is paying more attention to the offense than the defense. Is not mapping out the how do I defend myself part of this. So yeah, you fully take him out, just crash on the floor.
Because what does the enemy care about individual units?
Right.
I kind of want to throw something else in. Yes, the shots appear random, but I almost wonder, if they had hit and had been real shots with that weapon, if they actually would have been significantly more debilitating to Ram than you expected.
Probably, yeah.
And I think the only one that would clock that would be the AI.
Yeah. Oh, look! A technique! Where was that last session?
At least Ram, this bout ends. Ram technically wins this one.
Yeah.
Johan, air quotes, won the other round. And again, also helps you up. And I think just for a freeze frame moment, we see us however many, many years ago, you before any updates, Ram still young, helping up this little android who just joined our crew.
Mhm,
so
mhm.
bright-eyed and excited to be here.
Yeah.
Now
Ugh.
you are both so much older and so bored.
Yeah.
So Daxton.
I'll pull Captain in, and are we just still doing like sparring, or?
We could switch it to like this is like group training and like we're running through different situations and simulations. We're just trying to get our groove back.
We're on the rail shooter now. Like, we're a team. We're all trying to get through, and the monsters are bigger.
There are several situations that we go through, either sparring against each other or working together as a team or working in pairs. This might even be like something that we do a couple of times over a couple of days.
Okay, cool.
It's just the first one is the only one where I locked the hallway doors so you can't leave.
A very appropriate one right here is, as we fight, I accidentally reveal that I know more about the enemy than I should. Do you confront me and demand answers, or do you pretend nothing happened? And why?
Okay. So maybe this is like as we're doing a team exercise, so it's like we've both been split off and the situation is we're like clearing different hallways and we'll eventually reconnect with the others, but it's just you and me fighting against the enemy. And how do you slip up?
I think that in the previous sessions, especially like kind of hinted out the one with Ram, it was very much like, if the enemy that, if the enemy this, we have to be prepared and maybe this could work. I think there's a moment where Daxton just, without shadow of a doubt, says, yes, this thing. Like maybe it's we're cut off, like backed into a corner kind of situation. And Daxton says something to the effect of, they're probably going to be able to react to things faster than we can, given the hive mind scenario. We're going to have to be unpredictable, as truly unpredictable as possible. It's the only thing that will actually mess with their connection, I think. No, I know that. That's the only thing that will mess with their connection at this moment.
I don't think Helena says anything like at first, but she kind of like follows your advice to see how it goes and just does some random stuff, including throwing rocks at them at one point. Like, we were pinned by a couple, and like, after they're cleared and she sees just how well you anticipate and react to their actions, she just... Daxton?
Yes, Captain?
I know you said the upgrade would be safe. How is it making you feel?
I'm perhaps a little bit more aware of things in a way I haven't before. I feel perhaps a little more data-driven, if you want to say that. But I think I'm doing fine. Why?
I worry you might be losing some of what makes you you.
I mean, I've been a little more secluded recently, but that's only for the sake of what we're trying to achieve.
You shattered Johann's hand. I know he can be annoying sometimes, but I've never seen you cause harm to someone who is part of the crew.
Look, I can't say that I don't have a great amount of internal conflict about that entire situation, but I may have a small amount of regret about how everything turned out, but I don't regret the confrontation. I'm fine. I just need... This is very important, and I won't let anything stop us or get in the way or compromise the situation. I can't.
If you lose yourself, you could end up making this worse. I don't want you losing who you are.
All the memories and files in my emotional databank are still fully capable of doing their job.
Are you still wearing the armband, or have you taken it off?
Oh, the one from you? No, I'm still wearing that. Absolutely.
You think she just reaches forward and taps onto that.
Mm-hmm.
Logic is good. Being able to analyze data is good. But losing your ability to connect with people, to feel, losing your ability to see the bigger picture, giving up what makes you you, it isn't worth it. You can stay yourself without compromising the mission. Don't spend so much time trying to understand them that you forget who you are.
Thank you, Captain. I do remain an individual.
Good. And if that starts to slip,
I'll let you know.
let me know.
Of course.
We can help you. We're here for you. Johan might need some time, but we're in this together. Okay?
Understood, Captain.
I think she just pulls you in for a hug, actually.
Aw.
Yeah, I think Daxton does, return the hug. I think it's a little less warm, but not any less genuine.
When she clocks that, she just hugs just a little bit tighter and then lets you go. Okay, now let's go. The others have probably gotten in trouble and they might need our help.
Smash cut, Ram, 2 guns, Johan on her shoulder, 1 big gun, and they're
Yeah.
just both screaming and mowing
Ah!
down these robot bugs.
Very, very good.
That's delightful, but I think we do all end up at the same final point.
Probably.
This is going to be in the final simulation when I choose mine, but have things changed or improved between Daxton and Johan? Are we still having the awkward tension? What do we have going on?
I think the individual pep talks have helped essentially accept the idea of this is not something that I'm going to be able to control. So I got to turn inward about it and figure out how to make sure that I don't fall into that trap that Johan's that not me, I'm Johan. That Daxton seems exceedingly deeply confident will happen to me. So it's no, I need to understand what I have been carrying this whole time, even if it's painful, because it can only help my people to kind of make it to the end of this.
I think Daxton has kind of also similarly accepted it, kind of more in I still think that you are the weak link, but I at least see that you're capable in combat and fighting scenario, and if we get to the point of it being a problem, we can deal with it, but I at least trust you in the current moment. We can at least function together as a team currently.
Johan's useful for now. They can live.
Basically.
Good enough.
I think we're having this ongoing training montage, and there definitely is a moment where the way it plays out, you 2 do end up back to back against the
Yes,
Reform.
yes.
I like that.
I think I choose Daxton. This is something that I do when you and I are paired up as part of a thing. And it's also to gauge the reactions of the other people. I don't think anyone knows I'm gonna do this. I crank the simulation routine way past the recommended level of safety and charge right in.
Ooh.
Okay.
Do you force it to stop, or do you all go in with me to save me from myself? Or
I
that's
think-
what you think you're doing?
Can this be for all 3 of us? Because
Particularly with Daxton.
okay.
Oh.
I basically have it set up to the moment where everything went wrong, or as close as I can get to it. The situation I've set up is I'm going into the heart of the enemy.
Yeah, no, Daxton follows.
Cool.
You just immediately follow to protect me from the enemy.
Yeah, I think there's no question. I think there's the briefest second of what is happening. What did looking over to the controls and being what did you set it at, and then realizing what happened and that it must have been intentional, and kind of just jumping in after you. AI goes, well, that move had the subtlety of a shuttle crash.
These are good burns.
Johan and Ram, as you were starting to register that Helena is doing something stupid and dangerous, what do you do?
Oh, jeez.
Ram is always expecting the captain to do something stupid and dangerous. So
Huge,
she's
yeah.
I
also
mean, simulation, so it's probably
Yeah.
fine.
But I think it takes a beat the same, and she sees Daxton take off after you and is kind of proud. And also, of course, storms after you as well, because that's what she's always going to do.
So Helena set up the situation to feel like this is actually happening. And she is running into the heart of the enemy. So in your brain, in this moment, this instant, it feels like you're back there and she is running directly in. Do you follow or do you hang back?
I said I would commit, so I have to. Internally, this is kind of that last switch flipping of if I go, the memories that I'm holding for other people, the placeholder names, are corrupted files, essentially, if you had to take a more clinical sense to it. So if I fall, they'll never get justice, but at the same time, if I fall, the world, like the universe ends. So, yeah, no, I go in, and I kind of hold up the gauntleted pistol and have the little shield pop up and run up next to Helena to be able to block some of the shots as we go.
I think this last leg of the training takes a long time to get through.
100%.
It is very intense and grueling. Not a lot of time to stop and think about the fact that this is a simulation. And I will ask Daxton. Daxton, do we win or do we lose?
I'm gonna make this interesting. I think we lose. I think we lose the simulation. I think there's something in us that wasn't prepared for what it would really be like. Or maybe we were prepared, having seen the effects of it previously, and it took us back to a terrible place. Or like any of those things could have affected us. But I think the emotional turmoil that we came into this with has transfused into like the problem at hand. Yeah, I think we lose the simulation.
Yeah, we all die. Question for Johan, though, is do we succeed in our goal even though we die?
Oh, yeah. I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We just manage to destroy what we imagine is, like, the harder the brain of the enemy. We only have, like, vague ideas. We have lots of theories. We just barely manage to get it before the last of us dies.
And I think the room, like the damaged walls and the piles of dead of nanite beasts, like the holodeck kind of clears them, and we're all just kind of laying around exhausted.
Uh,
Boo! Room is broken. It's broken. AI, run it again. Run more.
Stand down. I'm exhausted. Please stand down.
Ugh. Okay, maybe.
If you fight like that in your real mission, please record it. It would be very educational.
Oh.
Turn it off. Turn it off.
Yeah, no, I'm done. I'm
Shutting
done.
down
Get rid of it.
simulation. Please exit with whatever dignity you might have left.
Oh my god, why did they make it like this?
I don't know, but I kind of love it.
No, I can't say I do.
Helena's like full-on starfish on the ground.
Yeah, we're all exhausted.
Yeah.
We can do this. And I trust each and every one of you. There's no one I would rather have at my back. Also, I'm so impressed we didn't die sooner. I only had half an idea. I didn't expect us to succeed with that.
Well,
No, this was simulation. We would win. We would win.
We can do this. Next time, we are prepared.
of course.
But also, I think let's take some time to rest in it. I
Yeah.
think I'm just going to stay on the floor for a little bit. Floor feels
No,
really nice.
floor's cold. Floor cold. Muscles not cold. Let's do
It's
that.
nice.
Yes.
By all means, stay on the ground. I think I'm actually going to go replace some of my hydraulic fluids.
You do that.
Why did they even give me pain receptors?
Keeps you alive longer. I just kind of
guess.
shout after you.
Very good.
Aw.
The crew member who impressed everyone chooses an ending to the training session.
I mean, Johan really came through, like, physically, which is a big change from how they started this mission. But Daxton was also very, very good at combat, teamwork.
Want me to throw out another one? I also feel like Ram kind of like took a different approach than she normally does, of just like beating people over the head with do it, and like trying to help people through their own process of learning.
Yeah, I think Ram did a really
Yeah.
good job to
Yeah.
keep us on course.
Impressive in a different way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still impressive. I say Ram chooses.
Okay.
Alright, so Jess, choose which ending.
We either train very hard and we get to learn something, reveal a vulnerability about the enemy, or we train really well and one of you has to forgive somebody.
Oh no.
Oh, that one's good.
Oh, I like that.
I
How
like
could you
that
do this? How could you do this to
Yeah,
us?
yeah.
Forcing us to forgive one another.
Yeah. I think I like that one. I'm gonna make you two make up. Or one of you.
One of you has to forgive the other.
Yes, I think it does go very well. The teamwork we're just very in sync with each other, which is miles away from how even we were at like the height of our golden era. We've all grown so much and we're working so much better together. And I think you two do recognize that. Daxton and Johan do, even if begrudgingly, have to recognize that the other is putting in the effort.
And also, you both saw each other without a hesitation, second of doubt, charge into a very dangerous situation after the captain that
Yeah.
read to
Yeah.
your mind in that moment, like running into the heart of the enemy.
And like Ram always will run into danger.
Mhm.
But for both of you to see the other do it after not trusting each other so much,
Sure.
isn't that interesting?
Why do
Yeah.
you think Helena did that?
Ooh. That's why Captain's Captain.
That's why she's the captain.
All right. I think given that, I definitely do take my time to find Daxton. I realized something while we were fighting today. We're all too close to this. We were there when it started. We're going to be there when it's over. I think to sit and claim that we're all too close to being far gone when we were all there when it started and began to take form doesn't help us solve this. I don't know what's going on in your head, but I think I can trust you to handle it. I only ask that you do the same for what I have in my faith.
I think I've come to fairly similar conclusions. While I may not understand everything and still have my doubts about all that's going on around us, if I'm being frank, we all do have a stronger connection to this than most others in the world at large.
That we do.
I also hope that when the time comes, we're all able to do what needs to be done in a way that does not lead to our ultimate demise.
Good enough for me.
Daxton reaches out and touches the back of your hand again, but this time in a connective, gentle way, and not the way that it was kind of weaponized against you in the fight.
Yay! Yeah, no, I think Johan takes a deep breath and just lets that happen.
Nice, nice.
Meanwhile, Helena and Ram, who were nearby enough to hear fighting and screaming started,
Yeah.
just like after a couple minutes, like, I think that worked.
Oh, I think it worked.
Brilliant idea. The two crew members involved in the confrontation each draw a card. I'll say that's like Helena and Ram since it's our
Yeah,
idea.
yeah, absolutely.
So which
Yeah,
one?
yeah.
Hey Ram, which
I'll
one?
choose-
White or black?
I'll choose
Oh, no.
white.
Queen of Spades. We got black. We got black, which is loyalty is regained,
Yay!
and mine is actually no, it's Queen of Clubs. I got 5 of Spades, so both of us have loyalty regained.
Yay!
Nice! Yay!
Nice!
Nice.
Yay!
The cards are being nice now.
Very good, very good.
That's great.
What does this look like between Helena and Ram?
Ram trusts the captain after everything we've been through. Like, totally. Like, she's back. She's been back, basically. She feels good about our chances and has for a while. And she's very happy that Johan and Daxton have moved past whatever their conflict had been. And I think she just... I imagine we're, like, peeking around. We're in, like, a room. And Ram's just like... Captain, when the time comes, I can't ask you not to rush headlong into danger, because I know you will.
Yes.
I've known you too long. I know you too well. But when you do, I will be beside you.
I wouldn't have it any other way. Grabs your hand, gives it a squeeze.
I squeeze back.
And I think for Helena, so like Regain's loyalty could look like a new belief. She is aware that there's potential that Daxton is going to continue to change, but Daxton has always been changing and evolving. I think after all of this, and after seeing both Daxton and Johan both like immediately following after her, and the fact that we all fully committed to the fight, even if we all didn't make it out, and just all of that, Helena believes that whatever happens, whatever changes happen to Daxton, they are not going to lose themselves because they have all of us. Between the three of us, we will make sure that Daxton doesn't lose himself. And we're going to make it through to the end of this. And it's gonna be okay. And we sail on once we all get up off the floor.
Yes.